I hope you. I do some recording. All right. So yesterday I discussed in a Chinese group. I think most of you, only a few comes. So we start with the simple question of what do you think meditation is, and what kind of meditation do you practice? All right. Anybody want to do their sharing? So we will take a half an hour to do sharing, then half an hour for physical meditation, actual meditation. Okay. Start with Thomas. Yeah. So, okay, you can give your sharing to others. What do you think
Um,
meditation is? Yes.
yes, for me, meditation is many different things actually. It's a kind of training, but it's also it's the practice of the teaching of the Buddha. I
Okay.
personally am most attracted to samatha meditation, and that's what I practice the most. And
Okay.
attention on breath, on in and out breath.
Okay. So breath and you prefer more on samatha. Okay.
Yes.
And I think I like your answer just now. You say it's the practice of Buddha's teaching. That's very nice. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. How about we look for somebody. How about the brother Lim Tai Eng? Yes. Uh, did I see you before somewhere? Can you unmute, please? Yes.
I saw Sayadaw in the lunar meditation.
Oh, Lunasa. Okay, okay. Yes. So
Uh,
you're practicing Vipassana, right? Follow the Lunas. It's a Vipassana center.
I think it's a mixture of samatha and vipassana.
Okay. Samatha and Vipassana. Right. Okay. All right. Okay, good. How about Rushan? You're in Sri Lanka? Right. Yes. Yeah, in mosquito net, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Many
Yeah, yeah.
mosquito. I think your place is like same like Myanmar, raining season now, is it?
Just like we have like few months of no rain, but
Oh,
yeah,
your
it's been
place not rain.
raining.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of meditation do you practice and what do you think meditation is?
Um, yeah, I mainly practice like breath meditation and also asubha, like 32 parts. For me, like meditation is like it just quietens the mind and then sort of quietens the five hindrances so that I can focus on what I want to focus and like it's like a change of perception. So anyways, I feel good after meditation.
Okay, so you are focusing 32 body parts and breathing meditation also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. All right. So, okay, let us ask somebody. If somebody asks you what is meditation, okay, besides talking about like samatha and vipassana, any other answer? Just now, Thomas also say practicing the Buddha's way. How about Mingsi? Mingsi or Mingsi? Always get your name right. Mingsi.
Ming-si, S-E-E-C.
Mingsi. See, okay,
Okay.
see, I see you.
To,
Okay, good.
to
Yeah.
me, meditation is clearing the mind, and with a clear mind, I should be able to see things in a better frame, and it's also to be able to reduce the akusala.
Okay, clear the
Mm.
mind and reduce the akusala. Okay, good, good. Okay, that's very good answer. Okay, so yesterday I also mentioned in the Chinese group, but it's same. So remember when we say if you look at the Buddha's teaching for 45 years, you can sum up in 3 lines. Anybody know what is 3 lines? 45 years of Buddha teaching. Just sum up in 3 ways. Avoid evil,
Do
do
good,
good, and purify
purify
the
the mind.
mind. Okay. So when you do dana, observe sila, you actually do good.
Do good.
When you observe 5 precepts, you actually do the first one, avoid evil. So when you're observing 5 precept, you are actually doing the first one, avoid evil. When you are doing the wholesome thing, dana, sila, or bhavana, you're doing good. But when you come to meditation, you are actually on the third one, that is purify the mind. But can you purify the mind without doing the first and second? That's a question, no? People thought that I must go meditation. Meditation, taking precept is not important. Doing donation is not important. No. Actually, you cannot skip the test. You cannot skip the step, all right? So you have to avoid evil. When you avoid the evil, the mind become more pure. Then when you do good, your mind become more pure. So when the go for third one, the purity of mind, your mind even become pure. So when you practice meditation, you actually follow the avoid evil, do good, and purify the mind. And purify the mind either by samatha or vipassana. Either way. But if you really want to be a noble person, that you have to practice vipassana, because samatha is temporary, subdue the defilements, and it will come back later. Okay. All right. So that's why we need to know. Like I think when you attend my Abhidhamma class, we already go to the 40 samatha practice. Okay. And I think once the while I mentioned about the satipatthana. That's a vipassana. All right. Now, let's say, okay, then another question, all right? So we need to know what is meditation. Meditation means purify your mind by avoid evil, by doing good, all right? So it's a step by step. By avoid evil and do good, and you purify your mind. And by purify your mind, you also automatically will stop doing bad and also aim for more wholesome. So these three, avoid evil, do good, purify the mind, they are actually linked to each other. Okay. And the next question is, what kind of hindrances, what kind of things will disturb you when you try to meditate? All right. This is also important. Try to know what is the things that always make us give up or our meditation is not progress. So, okay. So anybody? What kind of hindrances you always meet when you try to meditate?
The desire, then we have anger, sloth, and torpor.
Okay,
And
desire, sensual desire, the first
sensual
one.
desire.
Second one is anger or
Anger.
hatred. Third one is sloth and
Sloth and
torpor.
torpor.
Fourth one
Then
is
restlessness.
restless and worry. All right.
Worry.
And then the finally will be doubt. Okay, that is on theory. So for you, Sharon, which one do you find is more challenging when you try to meditate?
For many years, it was sloth and torpor, because I would go to a 10-day retreat and sleep for the whole 10 days, morning and night.
If you attend the Ajahn Brahm retreat, you will be very happy because it's a hotel, right? So imagine you go to Ajahn Brahm retreat, you spend your money and sleep in a hotel room. Of course, it's very nice.
Oh, no. When I attended Ajahn Brahm's retreat, it was at SJBA, Subang Jaya Meditations. And I slept in the library, but I still sleep all the whole 10 days. So I have been, Sloth and Torpor has been my very close friend or enemy for long time. And then the last couple of years, it was more on doubt. So I actually doubt myself. I doubted the teacher's teaching. I doubted a lot of doubts.
Okay.
But becoming better.
So we go for the sloth and torpor. But is it you are taking any medication or is it naturally? What do you think is the main problem for your sloth and torpor? Is it your lack of sleep?
Yeah. According to Ajahn Brahm, it's probably because my work, which require me to be very focused and very awake, I guess. So maybe it is due to that I don't have enough rest.
Don't enough rest. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that.
So next time before go for retreat, you sleep for 2 days first in your house. Actually, it's true, you know. If you don't have enough sleep, the moment you do sitting meditation, automatically you fall asleep. Our children here, you know, the children here as young as 7 years old, 10 years old, you don't need to teach them how to sleep in meditation. They even know how to train themselves while sitting very nicely. They can just turn off the mind and go to sleep. So it's the natural the mind love to sleep. Okay. So when you have always sloth the torpor, the first thing you do is try to have a good rest. If you really need some rest, your mind need a rest. Okay. But actually all these are excuses because you know the story like Sariputra, after he became Arahant, he never sleep. But we are talking about his quality. That's the highest as an Arahant. He don't even need to sleep because he has enough mental energy. All right. But normally for worldlings, we do need sleep.
And the interesting.
So first, let's try to get good sleep, have enough rest. And second thing, also check your motivation. Is it because when you go for retreat, your interest is not so strong? You know, you prefer sleep rather than wake up. There's also another thing, interest in meditation. Yeah, that's one thing you check. Okay, let's say because when the mind is very interested to do something, it will really forego the sleep. Because I can see because we have children here from their behavior, because children don't tell so much lies. Yeah, of course nowadays they do tell lies, but not so serious. For the children here, every morning I will tell every morning I'm the alarm clock. Because they had to wake up at 4:30. So if I don't wake up, if I don't wake them up, they will sleep until 7 or 8 if give them opportunity lah. So 4:30, I have to ring them. I have to wake them, at least shake their physical body for them to wake up. So, but one time, in the past, we tell the two children here, we are going to Swedagon. You know where is Swedagon, right? The very beautiful, lovely pagoda downtown. So the children are so excited, they wake up by themselves as early as 3:30, before 4:30. Sometimes the mind, when it's interested in something, the mind will automatically wake up. Okay, so all of us, we need to check our interest in meditation is that strong that let us want to meditate, want to keep awake. Sometimes the mind feels so bored, then it just doze off. Either it go for wandering thoughts, or another step it just go for sleep by itself. So we have to check the level of our interest. All right. Then after that, sloth-and-torpor is the third hindrances. Then like what you say is the fifth, the doubt. The doubt about Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. The doubts about yourself. Am I able to meditate? Sometimes doubts about your spiritual teacher, whether the teacher are practicing correctly. Sometimes doubts about your meditation practice. Is it samatha going to give me the result I want? Or is it the vipassana going to give me the result I want? Okay, so various doubts. Yeah. So the doubts actually is not so difficult if you just join regular like Dhamma discussion like this, or if you had discussion with your teacher, so the doubts we can reduce. It's not so difficult. Okay. But the main thing is, are we interested to let go the doubts or not? Sorry, the dogs are very noisy. Okay. All right. So, first thing when we meditate, we need to reduce the 5 hindrances. Okay. The first one is sensual desire. In Pali called kāma, long A, K-A, K long A, kāma, C-C, H-A-N-D, H-A, kāmacchanda. Chanda is desire or wish. All right. Kama has two. The one meaning is a desire for sensual object like good sound, good sight, good smell, good taste, good tangibility, and then good thoughts, all this. So when meditation or when you are in your meditation, you try to reduce all these sensual things, sensual object. Okay. So that's why when meditation, never put your handphone near you. Because the moment you put your handphone near you, it's very distracting because the handphone will give good sight, good sound, good touch, right? So try to reduce all the we call essential things. And also sometimes when you meditate, you might feel hungry. You want to eat this and that. So try have a good meal or even rest for a while before intensive meditation. Okay. So let's say if you want to sit for 1 hour, so go and eat something or go for toilet first before do meditation. Okay, this will reduce the sensual desire and also cut down the too much entertainment. Of course, in your room, they should not have like even a computer or handphone, you should put away, keep a place dedicated for meditation. It's better if you have like now behind you have an altar okay, with the Buddha image. And you can offer some light, some incense, some candle. So do you know how many things that we can offer? Doris, how many things we can offer to the Buddha statue?
Sayaji, we can offer before food, flowers,
Fruits, yeah,
water,
flowers, water,
honey.
Okay.
So there are a lot of things that we can offer to the Buddha.
Okay, how about food? Do you know food? I think in Myanmar we always offer the food to the Buddha before the lunch, you know.
Yes,
So we also can offer food to the Buddha, but after the lunch you have to remove the food. But fruits is okay because like people offer fruits to Guan Yin. You also can offer fruits because fruits is kind of like decoration also, like apple or orange. You can put in the Buddha altar, right? So normally will be incense. Do you know why we offer incense?
It's the fragrance.
Yeah, offer fragrance and also to make the room more holy lah, so to call. Because when you offer the Buddha, the room will smell nice. So the smell is there to remind us it's a place for meditation. So you can offer some incense. Okay, offer the light. It also depends on what kind of light. If like natural the electric bulb is also can. If you want to offer candle, make sure the candle is put in a safe place, you know. Because recently I was in the Metta Lodge, they offer the candle, and then I look at it, I don't feel safe because the candle is burning, the light is very big, and then it's like the flame is going outside. It look like going to burn the place down. So I quickly switch the candle light to another place. So make sure the candle is good quality also, because you cannot meditate if you see the candle like shaky around, the flame is getting bigger and bigger, right? So some natural things. So for children, normally I tell them not to light the candle because they don't know how to take care. It's very dangerous for children, you know, because they don't know the consequences of with the fire. All right. So incense, candle, light or any light, water. Okay, water. So if you want to offer the water, make sure the next day you have to change it. So here they change twice. Water is to represent the purity of mind. And then food also. Okay. And some they offer the alms bowl. They have the alms bowl we put near the Buddha. There's a big alms bowl. You see when you go to pagoda, there's alms bowl there. So sometimes there are a few things, or normally offer flowers also. So here we ask the devotees to donate the flowers once in a while, right? So we get fragrant flowers. Flower is good to use as a contemplation because when you offer the flowers, it's very fresh in the morning. So after 1 day, 2 day, it become decay. So you can see the anicca. So the flower is use it to represent our body. Because our body when young is look beautiful, when it's getting older, it look ugly. Okay, at the end the flower we have to throw away. So also like our body. One day is useless. Nobody also want our body. Right? So actually before meditation we can do all this, we call it puja. Offer the material things because it also kind of practice. In Tibetan culture, because I went to Nepal for 1 month. I was learning some Tibetan Buddhism. They have some big way of practice about how to offer the water to the Buddha. Like they had 7 cups. They pour the water from 1 cup to the second cup, then the first second cup to third cup, fourth cup until the water reach the 7 cups. There are some practice there, but it's same is just the idea of you offer the some material things to the Buddha. But of course, the Buddha say the best practice is the Dhamma Puja. Dhamma Puja means that your practice is the best way to worship the Buddha. Okay, so that's why we will do the practice later. Okay, so sometimes we can do all this preparation to prepare the mind, so the mind will become more spiritual. Because sometimes in our mundane life, our mind is very, very fast. So we need this kind of physical practice or spiritual practice to bring the mind more calm down, in tune with our mind and body. All right. So after that, when you when you're doing like this, like offer the such and such a things to Buddha, your mind become more happy. And you can use the joy, happiness as a support for your practice. All right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree, Sayaji. Correct.
All right. Okay. Now, okay, sensual desire. Okay, now, right. Let's say when you have to deal with sensual desire, of course, in Vipassana practice, you can take any thoughts, greedy mind as the object itself. All right. So sometimes we can either suppress it or we can take it directly as Vipassana practice and observe as it is, as a greedy mind, greedy mind, greedy mind. Okay. Now you already learned the Abhidhamma. So when we practice, we don't use the word I am greedy for this. We don't use the word I, don't even use the word my greedy thoughts. You just contemplate the thoughts as greedy thoughts, anger thoughts, hatred, delusion. Okay. So in Chinese we have this one 如是之见, just in Pali called Yada Buddha, is just as it is. You observe the thoughts as they are. Okay. And often, of course, trying to see how they comes and go anicca dukkha anatta. Right? Okay. So just sum up. The first thing you do, you can do some physical puja, Dhamma puja, or do some chanting to calm down your mind. So when your mind become more calm down, more peaceful, use the energy from your joy or happiness. We call preliminary practice. Okay, pupa bhaga, preliminary practice. Then you bring to your meditation. And in the meantime, also try to reduce the hindrances, because hindrances will disturb us in our meditation. All right. So reduce the sensual desire, reduce evil. Normally, evil. What kind of evil do you normally face? Anybody? What kind of evil you will face? Do you aware that you have some agitation or anger or unhappy thoughts in your meditation? Anybody?
Disturbed by noise.
Noise, yeah.
Noise, and then maybe the room is too hot.
Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, okay. The noise is external, but actually most of the small, we call it irritation, comes when your body don't feel comfortable, right? So when your body feel too hot, too cold, automatically the mind feel unhappy, and that's why we change our posture all the time, because of some disturbance to the body. So if you like cold, so you can just take a shower before you do sitting meditation. It really help you, because when you take a shower, your body cool down very fast. And of course, turn on the fan to make yourself more comfortable, right? And for us here, because it's raining season, there is really plenty of mosquito. So normally I had to sit inside the mosquito net to avoid being bitten by mosquito. It's really a lot of mosquito time. So we say, may all beings, including mosquito, may they be well and happy. So we have to think about this way also. All right. So there's always an irritation in our body due to the external, we call it external disturbance, like the sound, like the dogs. Sometimes the dogs they fight with each other, don't know for what reason. Okay. So I cannot control a dog. So the only way we can is just ignore the external sound. Then the internal is our body, all right? So our body is subject to hot and cold. So you just have to find the right temperature for yourself to make sure you feel cool enough, right? But not cold. Because sometimes if you turn on the aircon so high, afterward you get cold. So either too hot and too cold. So just the right temperature. And this will reduce we call it the anger, agitation, anger, and how we call it? In Pali, called byāpāda. Byāpāda means just kind of like aversion. Yeah, that's a very nice English. Aversion, the adverse feeling, adverse in your mind, right? Then the third one is sloth and torpor. Sloth and torpor, there are many ways to deal with it. If you like to meditate in the morning, the best way to deal with sloth and torpor is have a hot shower or cold shower, whatever you like. just before meditate. Because if you wake up in the morning and you try to do sitting meditation, sometimes your mind continue to sleep, you know. Okay, so to stop the mind from thinking that it want to sleep, you go and take a shower. After you take a shower in the morning, so you go and sit. Normally it will nicer. First, you don't smell so much. Then the mosquito will not come after you. That's one thing. And then your body have enough cool. And because of shower, you don't feel so sleepy, you know. So there are some things we can do to reduce the sloth-and-torpor. So that's one thing. Take a shower before meditation. Another thing is doing walking meditation. So sometimes you can do 1 hour walking and then sit for half an hour. Then the next time do 1 hour walking and after that do 1 hour sitting. If you I think you heard about the book called Walking Meditation by Sayadaw U Silananda. It's a very nice book. He wrote about the benefits of meditation. He said if you walk properly, your concentration and mindfulness you get during the meditation time, you can bring it to your sitting meditation. Because when you walk, you have to put more effort. That's one thing. When you walk, you cannot be sleepy. And when you walk, the objects are so obvious. Your leg movement is so obvious. So your mindfulness will be strong. Your concentration. So when we use the word concentration, it means that your mind be able to focus very well on the object, you know. So actually the word samadhi means placing evenly on the object. So that's mean samadhi. So when you walk, you have effort, you have good mindfulness, you have good concentration. So when you walk for a while, after that you feel joy and happiness because you just enjoy the process of walking. Then you bring that kind of state of mind to sitting. So walking meditation, when you walk properly, you also can sit properly. But if you walk and then you look at the garden, look at the bird, look at tree, your mind is very restless already. So when you do sitting, your mind also very restless. Okay. So try to find a place that nobody and less things lah, you know. Sometimes some of the Buddhist center I go, they are like museum, you know. There are so many very nice Buddha painting, Buddha statue. Go to the Dharma hall is like going to a museum where you also observe the Buddhist arts. So it's very distracting to mind. So the best way is actually corridor because corridor normally they don't hang the a variable painting. It's just a corridor where you can get some fresh air and then you walk. So remember, if you like, remember to find the book called Walking Meditation by Sayadaw U Silananda. 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 So it's a very nice book to read. Maybe later I'll share with you all. All right. So this is one method to reduce the sloth-torpor is by walking well before sitting. So when you walk, your energy also pick up. So after you walk 1 hour, it's difficult to fall asleep because the mind is no more in the condition of trying to go to sleep. All right. So after you walk, then you do sitting meditation. All right. And then the fourth is the hindrances like restless and worry. That kind of things you need to know how to let go. If you know how to let go the thoughts, because all these restless and worry is to do with the thoughts come. But of course, if you really have to do it, you really have to solve the problem. For example, if you forget to turn off the gas stove. When you go to do the kitchen, you cook, right? Then forget to turn off the gas stove. So you cannot meditate because the mind will tell you, oh, maybe the gas stove is not turned off properly, you know. So small things like that, you really have to solve it before you come back and do your meditation. All right. But all these restless thought, if you can take it as vipassana object, we call it chittanupassana, contemplation of mind. It's very nice because you can see the anatta nature. The thought is not yours. The thought is actually when we say the word anatta, it has few things. The first thing is it's uncontrollable. All right. You cannot control the thoughts. It comes by itself due to the condition. Then the another thing is anatta comes because you understand about the anicca and dukkha. Once you understand about anicca and dukkha, means the impermanence and suffering, then the knowledge of non-self come by itself. So if you can take the thoughts as vipassana practice, is also good. But it requires some more practice, because if not, you're always lost in the thoughts. You carry away by it. So you need some we call it standard formal practice, where you have to like walk 1 hour. Even though you walk 1 hour, no matter how restless is the mind, you still have to focus on the walking meditation. Or when you sit 1 hour, even though the mind is very restless, you just have to sit and observe the thoughts, even it's very restless. Because when you do this, we call it the standard formal practice, then you can see. That is, in a way, when you go for meditation center, it's really training the mind, because you cannot do whatever you want. You have to follow the rules and regulation. Okay. And also not easy when you have to meditate with a group of people. You cannot simply walk any way you want to walk, right? Because you must give some space for other people to walk. And you must sit at a dedicated place in a dedicated Dhamma hall. Right? Okay, so I think I already say half an hour. Any question before now we go for practice? Any question now? Okay. In no question, do you want to sit half an hour together, or you want to sit 1 hour? Because yesterday for the Chinese group, I sit half an hour. They say it's too short. So do you want to half an hour or 45 minutes, or what do you want?
And got other
Aaron
duties
say,
to do.
okay. So we all do sitting together for half an hour, then we do the brief sharing medics. Okay, so all right, so we can make ourselves comfortable. So comfortable means that so that you don't have so much aversion in your body. All right, and make sure you sit straight, so your breathing is properly. You can breathe properly, and you don't feel so a lack of breath. All right. So we will sit half an hour together. So turn on your video. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll start now.